Yo, you already know what day it is. Come on, let me hear it one time, man. Let's wake up the world and let them know it's hump day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We at the top of the hill, man. The rest of the week is all downhill. You feel me? So let's enjoy this hump day. Share the love on this hump day. Pull somebody up on the plateau so they can be at the top of the hill with you. And the rest of the week can be all downhill for them too. You dig? Well, my grandson say, Papa, what should I be looking for in a woman? You know, what are the things I should be thinking about, right? When I'm thinking about the woman I want in my life or the woman I want to marry, what should I be thinking when I'm looking for a woman? And you know what I'm going to tell him? I'm going to tell him, hey, grandson, you know, what you want to be looking for when you're looking for a woman, right? You want to be looking for to see if she's truthful, you know, if she's honest, right? You want to know, if she's, you know, just, you know, is she lovely? You know what I'm saying? You want to know, is she the type of person that she has virtue? You know, she has moral standards. You know, you can trust her when she's not in your presence. You know, does she have things about her that's praiseworthy, right? That's worth shouting off to the rooftops. That's worth writing home, telling mama about. You dig? Does she have those virtues and those qualities? Because that's what you want in a woman. You dig? You want someone that's going to be truthful, not a liar, you know what I'm saying? But that's going to walk in truth. They love truth. You want a woman, you know what I'm saying, that's going to be honest. You ain't got to worry about her lying. You ain't got to worry about her making up no stories. You know, you ain't got to worry about her putting, 20 on 10. You dig? She's going to be honest. Those are the things that you want when you're looking for a woman. You dig? Somebody that's, that's just. You know what I'm saying? They're fair. You know what I'm saying? They're just. They're fair. They operate fairly. They look at things from a fair perspective. You know what I'm saying? They believe in justice. They believe in doing right and upholding right. Right? You want someone that's pure, man, pure at heart. You know what I'm saying? They have a good heart. They have pure intentions. They don't have all these extenuating circumstances, and they don't have hidden agendas and personal motives. They're just. They move and they operate in being just, right? Being good, doing the right thing. A person that moves in purity. You know what I'm saying? They're pure in their motives. They don't have hidden agendas. They don't have this tainted, distorted, warped perception of things, right? And they don't make excuses. Well, this is why I did that. And if this wouldn't happen, I wouldn't have to do that. No, they're just. They believe in just. They believe in being right. They believe in doing the right thing. Right? They're pure in their motives. They're lovely in their actions. You know what I'm saying? They're lovely. You know someone that's loving? See, lovely is dealing with someone that's loving. In order for you to be lovely, you have a lovely disposition, a lovely attitude. People love being around you because you're lovely. You got to have love, man. You got to have love on the inside. And you want to make sure that she has love. She's operating, she's moving, she exudes love, you dig? Because that's a lovely thing. When you have a lovely attitude, people enjoy being in your presence. People enjoy being around you. They like your company because your company is lovely. You dig? This is the kind of woman, grandson, that you want. These are the qualities that you want your woman to have. and and last but certainly not least, man, you want her to have a good rep. You did. You want her to have a good reputation. You want her to have a good rapport. You know, you don't want somebody that's been out there dipping and dabbing and someone that's just been experimenting, you know, here and there and everywhere. You dig? You don't want somebody that is just into all kind of stuff that you're not into. One, that's not light. Two, you want someone that's into light. You know, they're not into dark things. They're not into darkness. They don't, you know, you want someone that's into light. You dig? You want someone that, you know, again, you want someone that has a good rapport, man. They have a good rapport. When you hear things about them, you know, when you hear people talking about them, when you hear people mentioning their name, it's never no negative connotation with their name. It's never no drama, no bull crap that you hear attached to them. It's a good rapport. Every time you hear someone open their mouth and mention this person's name, it's a good rapport. It's something good about it. You dig? It ain't gonna be nothing bad or negative. You ain't gotta worry about being blindsided because their reputation is of a good rapport. These are the things that we want to look for, grandson, in the women that we choose, and the woman that you choose, right? And the woman that also wants to be chosen. These are the qualities. So these are the things that we should be thinking on a daily basis. We ought to be praying about, God, help me think on these things on a daily basis. Lord, if you happen to be looking for a mate, help me think upon these things on a daily basis. Lord, I'm looking for a job. Help me think on these things concerning the job on a day. Let this be my daily thought, to think on the things, right, that are true and honest and just and pure and lovely and of a good rapport, right? Those things that are virtuous and praiseworthy. These are the things that we should be thinking on, right? According to Philippians 4:8. And the scripture just simply says, finally, my brethren, right? Whatsoever things are true and whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, and whatsoever things are of good report. If there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, think on these things. I say again, think on these things. Philippians 4:8. Not just for my grandson, but for my granddaughters too, for my grandbaby. Come here, let me holler at you. This is what you want when you are surveying the landscape of men out there. Because men are going to approach you. They're going to approach you. They're going to come at you with all different kind of plethora of lines and catchphrases and all these kind of things. But what I need you to be doing, granddaughter, I need you to be surveying the field. I need you to be looking for these qualities in the man that is going to approach you and choose you. These are the things you need to be looking for in him. You know what I'm saying? Does he have standards? Is he truthful? Or does he lie to you all the time? Do you catch him in little lies, or does he tell the truth? Is he honest? Does he come to you and say, hey, look, I need to tell you something? Or, hey, look, I want to share this with you. Or, hey, look, this happened. Or, hey, look, I'm going to do this. Is he honest in his intentions? You dig? This is what you need to be looking for, right? Is he just in his actions? Does he live to be justly? Does he like doing things that's right? Does he enjoy being, on God's side? Right? Does he stand for things that matter? This is just, being just. Is he pure in his motives? You know what I'm saying? Is his motives right towards you? Is he pure in his thoughts and how he speaks to you? You dig? And how he entreats you. Is it pure? Or is it tainted with something? Is there a motive that you see? Do you see all these red flags that the Holy Spirit is telling you? You did? Is he lovely towards you? Yeah. Your man should be lovely towards you, granddaughter. Or daughter, because my daughters aren't married yet. Your man should be lovely towards you. You dig? He ought to be, everything he do should be motivated out of love towards you. Because that's being lovely. So is he lovely? You dig? Does he have a good rapport? When you hear stuff on the street, is it positive? Is it good? Is he doing something for the community? Is he doing something to help somebody else? Is he encouraging others? Is the words that he's putting out solid and strong and they're going to be able to help somebody? Does he have a good rapport? You know what I'm saying? Does his family speak well of him? Do his mama and his daddy speak well of him? Do his friends and his partners speak well of him? You dig? This is what we need to be looking for, granddaughter, when you surveying the plains and the hills and the flatlands, and when these brothers is approaching you, coming at you. Are these the things that you see? This is what we should be looking for. You dig? This is what you know what I'm saying? Is there anything about him that's praiseworthy? Can you sit back and say, that's a good man? Whether he chooses me or and I want him or whether we don't work, that is a good man. He deserves to be praised for what he does. He deserves honor for how he walks and that he has a good rapport among the people. You dig? This is what we want, daughter and grand. This is the kind of man that you want. This is the kind of woman that you want, grandson. You dig? That's what I'm going to tell my grandkids if they ever ask me, what should we be thinking about when we're thinking about a mate, when we're thinking about a husband or a wife, when we're thinking about that significant other that we want to attach ourselves to forever. These are the things that we should be thinking about when looking for a mate. You dig? And I'll even go a step further than that. We should be thinking about these things on a daily basis. Every day when we get up, this ought to be our prayer. Lord, let me think on these things. Those things, you know what I'm saying, that are truth and honest. You dig? Those things that are justly. Those things that are pure. Those things that are lovely. Those things that are of a good report. Those things that are praiseworthy. Those things, you know what I'm saying? Those things are the things that we should be thinking about. Those things are the things that we should be considering. Those are the things that we should be focusing our mind on. Right? These things that are praiseworthy. These things that are virtuous. See, that's another thing that we don't really talk about a lot, right? Virtue. We used to hear it a lot when we were probably younger. You know, that was a word that was prevalent. But now it seemed to have diminished as time goes on. Virtue. Why we don't talk about virtue? What is virtue? Virtue is having a moral compass, is having standards. That's what virtue is. Virtue is being having standards. Do you have standards? Do you want your daughter or your son or your granddaughter, your grandson bringing any and everything home? No, you want them to have standards. This is what I need you to look for. This is what I need you to not accept. These are the standards of this family, of this household. This is how we are going to morally carry ourselves and uphold ourselves when we're in public or private. Virtue. I know that when you're in or outside of my presence, you're going to have standards. There's certain things you're just not going to do. There's certain people you're not going to associate with. There's certain phrases or words you're not going to let come out of your mouth. There are certain thoughts that you're going to bring into the captivity and subject of your spirit. that pop up in your flesh. There's just certain lines you will not cross. That's virtue. You dig? So, I just want to come on and encourage you. You dig? And just let you know that our daily prayer should be, Lord, help me think on these things. As I go throughout my day, regardless of what I run into, regardless of what I see, regardless of who I talk to or communicate with, regardless of where I go and what I do, let me think on these things. On Philippians 4:8. You dig? Be blessed today. This is your man, Levon. This has been Levon Says. Thank you again for joining me on my channel this morning. Please hit that like button because it really helps the algorithm, right? Please hit that subscribe button so you're always notified, right, whenever I upload content, especially if you turn on the bell notifications. So, again, this is your man, Levon. This is Levon Says. Thank you for joining my channel this morning. Please invite someone in that may need to hear this good and positive and motivating messaging. You dig? One love. I'm out.